Welcome back, Milan 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. If what you're looking for is news analysis, in-depth conversations, well, you have come to the right place. About 10 minutes ago, we had conversations around the reports that made it to the front pages of our dailies. And as much as we've spoken to you, we've analyzed, we've given you insight, the most important part of conversation is actually feedback. At least that's what I think. And so we've created an avenue for you to give us feedback on these stories, talk to us about your thoughts. Now, as much as on other days, we select specific stories that we think are worthy of conversation, but Thursday, we make it all about you. You be the one to decide the story that is of significance to you. Tell us, what issues do you think we're ignoring? What issues do you think should be more in the spotlight? What issues do you think are not being analyzed properly, or at least we don't have the information that we have is not really telling us the real story? Do you have new information that would sort of broaden our perspective on these issues? The answers to all of that question is what we hope to get. Hence, Open Mic Thursdays. On Thursdays, we give you an opportunity to be the one to decide the focus of the day. So for the next, say, 45 minutes, you get to play the role of analyst. And so we would open the phone line. You would be able to reach us via our social media platforms. You'll be able to reach us via a WhatsApp. You'll be able to reach us via text message, Facebook, YouTube. So we have enough opportunity for as many people as possible to speak with us this morning. I'll give out the numbers very, very soon, but then I would like to bring Fᴜᴜ on board. As you know, we try to get his own focus for the morning first, and then we listen to you. So once it's time for us to talk to you, I'll give out the phone numbers. I would also tell you how you can find us on social media, at least for the sake of those who are probably just tuning in for the first time. My name is Sage Babalola, and I'm bringing Fᴜᴜ back on board as we talk mainland focus. Fᴜᴜ, welcome back. Thank you for being here again. What is your focus for the morning, or what are your focus for the morning?
Just one focus.
Okay.
Our nation build. I'll do it in 30 seconds. I want to align myself with what the doctors in Abuja are saying. I think it should be the same across the country. Can we begin to see leadership by example when it comes to the health sector, for example? Let's start with that. Let's see our ministers, let's see our governors, let's see the president, let's see, our public officials start to use our public hospitals for their medical needs. And I don't think it's too much of a demand to make of them, right? I mean, that should go under leadership by example. So, since they are supposed to serve the people, they should also enjoy what the people are getting in terms of medical services in those facilities. And let us see whether they will live it without life for 82 days. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Fᴜᴜ. We appreciate you. Let's hear what people have to say regarding all of the stories that we've spoken about this morning, or even stories that have happened over time and you'd like to bring to the fore. You can call us via the number 0913 6000 The phone line again, 0913 6000 You can reach us via Facebook and YouTube, where we're currently streaming the program live at mainland 600430. We have just 1 minute per person, so each person is entitled to round off your thoughts, so we don't have to end the conversation.
I'm calling from Kitwasi.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, I want to react to the labor movement can do about it. I want to quickly remind bad governance protests came up. You know what this government did to students when they slapped them into prison, and when they accused this very labor of treasonable offense? There's nothing anybody can do about it. You look at all the what this man, American president, have just signed.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for calling. We appreciate you. Let's take another phone call. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. This is Barrister Peter Oko from calling from the Maryland. No sincerity of this present APC government. From the angle of the number one problem, you would expect that when this government came in, they will probe the previous APC government on the issue of corruption. The school billions were siphoned away.
Thank you, Pauline. Hello, morning to you.
Hey, look for my Sandra and bring her back home.
Okay.
I'm angry with you.
Okay.
And tell for her to do that. So quickly, on the return of the wife of the Toribo to the country, are you there?
We can hear you.
You know, for that's a very germane. He laughed it off because he did not complete it. The other side is it that there was a governor that was released from prison, and when he came, we will be blaming Tinubu, we will blame the governors. But we individually, we have lost our morale. We have lost our... When he's released, or you won't condemn because it's your kismet.
Thank you.
It's on your domain.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Hello, morning to you.
Donald calling from Israel.
Do you mind speaking up, sir? We're struggling to hear you.
Okay, this is Donald.
Okay.
Donald.
All right.
Calling from Israel.
Okay.
I want to say a little bit about what Fᴜᴜ has said this morning. He said something. He said, when... Hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, he said, when the government raised the increase of petrol price to 1,000 from 150, I think 200, the NCC did not say anything. And when they raised a lot of things, did not say anything. Now that the telecom sector wants to raise their own increment, the MTN are rising up. He said that it should have been when they start raising up the increment for fuel, because fuel controls a lot of things in Nigeria. But now, I understand, there is nothing the NCC can do. And that's what I'm trying to say. It means that we have allowed the government to do whatever they want to do and go away with it without doing anything. And even if they won't do anything, it will not stand, because they have known that whatever they want to do, we back them up. And even we back like a toothless dog that cannot do anything.
Thank you.
It is when... Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Let's pause a bit, take messages. We have Hello Mainland FM. It's unfortunate that the government is not taking education seriously, as most JAMB candidates no longer pick courses on that education because they are not interested in teaching due to the bad treatment that the government metes out to teachers and lecturers. The implication of this is that there will be no adequate teachers and lecturers in the nearest future. Furthermore, it's unfortunate that despite the fact that the country is practicing democracy, from which is said to be the best form of governance, Nigerians are not enjoying this benefit, as doctors and nurses have been reduced drastically in most various public hospitals in the country due to jackpot to another country. The most annoying part is that the government is not paying attention to this, simply because most of the political office holders are always going abroad for medical treatment. This is unfair. God bless Nigeria. Tʀᴇ from Ijagimo community. Mark from Okota says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. My take this morning is that if President Tinubu said he won the election in 2023, let him reform the electoral process and stop those who help him to win election. Then the whole world will see that if he wins on his own in 2027, then truly a free and fair election has been conducted. All right, thank you very much, Mark. We have here, my open mic is on the alarming cases of fake products and substandard goods, and also fake leadership. The case of fake and substandard goods in Nigeria is just too alarming, and I think it's a reflection of what the entire country has become. In every aspect of our life, the story is the same. It's rot, rot, and rot due to the problem of poor leadership and corruption. Perhaps one will not be wrong to say that we even have fake people in Nigeria. Maybe the world needs to come and let's do research in Nigeria to find out if even the people were made by the same God, and life and human dignity now means nothing to people. Steve Oferi from Njanik in Lagos, thank you very much for your insight. We have good morning, Sage and Fuad. The NLC has leaders with misplaced priorities, and its leadership reeks of incompetence, or maybe they've been compromised. The government raised PMS to 1,000 naira, and they are worried about the telecom operators. If they have nothing to say, they should be quiet rather than insult our sensibilities. As for the government, the back and forth between them and the telecom operators is stage managed. Nigerians already know, so let them spare us the theatrics. Finally, if Enugu people are welcoming Ikweremadu's wife, I join them in the euphoria. People get the leaders that they deserve. Chike from Akute. Thank you very much, Chike. Let's go back to taking phone calls. 1 minute is Open Mic Thursday. You choose the story you want to talk about. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Benson, calling from Maryland.
Welcome.
Quickly this morning, I just want to remind all of us that President Tinubu promised the army about them $20,000 annual medical allowance for foreign treatment. You can remember that story. So if the government can even promise the organ for foreign treatment and the rest, how would they not fix the healthcare in Nigeria? But I'm expecting them to even make our city better here for treatment here and everything here. Why is it that foreign treatment or state included? So I just wish the government here, they should think about the masses. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Babalola.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Hi, Peter Mансо is my name from Shomolu. What we cannot do in Nigeria, Donald Trump can do in America. He has been signing executive orders for the interest and benefit of American people. I will just want Donald. I'm sending an SOS now, save our soul, to Donald Trump, that he should act on his executive order list, the banning of Nigerian politicians, Nigerian civil workers, the military senior officers from coming to America for medical treatment, because hospitals have died in Nigeria. Doctors are no more there. Look at what is happening in UCH, in Ibadan, because of electricity increase. Companies are folded up. So Tinubu have refused to sign executive order banning estimated billing in Nigeria. You can influence Tinubu, tell him to issue executive orders to ban estimated billing in Nigeria. Then Donald Trump, please ban Nigerian politicians from coming to America for medical treatment. Let them build hospitals in Nigeria. God bless you. Thank you.
And you too. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. The phone line again, 09136000410. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Sid.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel, calling from Ogun State.
Welcome.
Okay, I want my open mic is still on the issue of our public officers not using our public facilities. Oh, the question I want to ask, which of them are they even using? Is it the public schools? Their children are, how many of their children are using our public schools here? If possible, they will. If possible, those ones that, in fact, like the airport, they will have had separate airports for themselves. Remember, Tinubu bought SUVs for all these senators and the House of Rep members. What was their excuse that our road is not good for the present vehicles they are using? Is it not the same road Nigerians are using? So what are they using? That they cannot use the same thing we are using because they are not. They are, it's like they are not far from. They are not from this world. They are from space. So I'm not surprised. Just because they cannot do, they are those ones they are using because they cannot do without them. That's why you see them like the airports. They will have had separate airports for themselves. So I'm not surprised. Let them continue. No problem.
Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Text message WhatsApp 09136000430. That's if you're unable to connect via the phone, you can still leave messages via WhatsApp or send a direct text if you're not using a phone that has access to the internet or that can use the internet. 09136000430. But for calls again, 09136000410. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Chris calling from Ojo.
Alright, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, today on Open Mic, my take is on the Southeast. I want to appeal to the Nigerian federal government to please look into the insecurity in the Southeast. Why I'm saying this is, oftentimes, I see the media always saying, oh, the military have killed 20 IPOB members, 15 IPOB members. Who can we identify as IPOB members? Because I've been to the East and I've stayed in the East for a long time, and I always travel to the East often. Every Southeasterner is an IPOB by heart. You can fact check me on that. If not, 90% of every Southeasterner is IPOB by heart. IPOB is not like by heart. I'm telling you, say every Igbo man is on the street.
That's 90s.
According to me, every Southeastern is an IPOB by heart.
It's an opinion. It's not
yes,
fact.
because who do you identify as IPOB? Did they have hideouts? Did they have where who have you seen that carrying guns that you can say is an IPOB member? IPOB does not have any people that attached to them. Every Southeastern is not that, because most times you see this military they go and rage and kill some people and they'll tell you there is an IPOB. Who is really an IPOB? That's what I want to identify.
Thank you.
And most times the military tend to put out messages that are only read by the press. That's why I'm faulting the press on this. Most times they just all the news that they get is from the military, who is going to the other side and fact checking what they are saying.
All right.
You understand?
Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for your insight. Have a wonderful day. Hello.
Hello, Lɪධᴇ.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Well, thank you.
My name is Prince Wires, calling you from Amuodo Street. I think it's the right time for Mr. President to terminate the contract of this railway from Nigeria to Niger. Because this we want to do for the name of Nigeria. They are not cooperating with us. All the while we are facing pertaining to terrorism today, we can't do them out. So for me, I demand here in a question, we never appreciate the effort of Nigeria. When the former president awarded this contract, we that we love him very dearly, we supported him, we criticized him when necessary, we praised him when necessary, we advise him when necessary, then we advise him. It's not just for Nigeria. So for me, I want Mr. President to terminate that railway contract with it to Nigeria. And finally, before my time was out, the MSC, they should stop this about the GSM. These people, they run their business with it issue. They are paying a lot of money. If they run out now without this, they will start a lot of people.
Thank you very much, Maltice. We appreciate you. I'll read WhatsApp messages. Oh, I beg your pardon. Facebook messages. We have Benjamin Isse who says, "Good morning, Sage and Fuad. The NLC planning a nationwide boycott of the telcos' refusal to reverse their tariff hike. I asked the NLC how. To me, the statement is laughable. Today's pump price is sold to Nigerian over 1,000 naira, which is more than 500% higher than what it was. The NLC was quiet. If the NLC is saying making calls and using the internet and other telco services is more important than using petrol by Nigerians, why are you talking about the telecom hike that only increases tariff by 50%? To me, Nigeria needs electoral reform before 2027, a reform that will take away the appointment of INEC chairman from the president, a reform that would allow all election cases concluded before they are sworn in. The Supreme Court judges should not be appointed by the president. If we go into the 2027 election with the present electoral law, the result will be the same as 2023 general election." Benjamin Isse, thank you very much. We have Onotoye Michael. I think I already read this message of yours on WhatsApp, have I? All right. Well, you say, "Hello, Mainland FM. It's unfortunate that the trust deficits in this administration keeps increasing, following the false impression given to Nigerians that the removal of fuel subsidy will make the country save so much money. I can tell you for free that as it is today, the foreign debt of the country has risen to over 142 trillion without anything tangible to show for it, and the economy keeps biting hard on the people. Finally, is it not laughable and ridiculous that with all the security agencies under government's control, miscreants are still vandalizing power equipment, which government is now using as the excuse for the failure of stable power supply? Finally, there's no doubt that increase in telecom tariff is long overdue, but the increase by 50% is ridiculous. What then are we benefiting as citizens from this present administration? God bless Nigeria." Timotoko Onotoye from Ijagamo community. Thank you very much. You can keep the Facebook messages coming in. We're still streaming Mainland Focus live on Mainland 98.3 FM. That was me clearing the backlog of messages we got earlier in the day. So I'm trying to pull up the most recent messages that we've gotten so far. All right. We have "Good morning, Sage and Fuad. I want President Tinubu to tackle the monumental corruption, incompetence, and the capacity deficit that is inherent in his government. As I write this, the cost of foodstuff, medication, transportation, and the general cost of living is still rising. When will President Tinubu stop this and give Nigerians good governance? When will he cut the cost of governance? When will President Tinubu tackle food insecurity and make Nigerians happy?" Chris Owalem there with multiple messages. We have Sage and Fuad, top of the morning. My open mic today is why almost all the opposition parties are in disarray. At this crucial moment, the Nigeria needs just any alternatives to change the ruling party. As it is today, without a credible opposition voice or party, we're done for, and I implore the opposition to fix themselves up. Leo Ozoma from Isolo, Lagos. We have Kabiru Adigbenro also on Facebook who says, "Good morning, Sage and Oga Fuad. Honestly, the telecom providers are not to be blamed for increasing the tariff. The government in power should just do the needful and immediately make life bearable for the people. May God bless my country, Nigeria." Patrick Obiazo, also on Facebook, says, "It is baffling that even the politicians and the government, including members of the National Assembly, are not concerned." Okay, I'm going to pull up that message again. I don't have it anymore. But I'll come back to reading that message. Just let me take this phone call. 0913600410 for those of you who are trying to call for the first time. Hello.
Good morning. This is Miracle from Badagry.
All right.
I want to just speak on the inauguration of President Trump and the speech he gave, during the inauguration. I want to also put it in contrast to the one our president gave when he got on the pulpit to speak, you understand? You see, words of a president are very powerful. When Trump was speaking, he was talking passionately about Americans and America first. Americans were going through several issues currently before the administration came on board. Trump didn't come in and make everything worse. He promised with a very, good policies, executive orders that he was to give on the day he resumed office. But our own president just came in. The first thing was he said, the statement he made threw the country into chaos. Till today, we are trying to recover. You see, it pains me a lot because this inflation we're talking about now, me personally, it affected me so much last year. I never ever for once complained when Buhari was there. You understand me? But this Tinubu inflation, like last year, I was supposed to attain my financial goal. But goal of inflation, I have to work extra harder. It's supposed to be so.
Thank you.
As a young Nigerian, it's supposed to be so. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. I hope that you're still able to achieve all the plans that you have for yourself, right? 0913-6000-410, and I'm calling the numbers this consistently because we got messages that new callers, they don't know the number, and that's why I'm very consistent with the phone numbers. I'm assuming that the people who are joining for the first time and they don't know the number, hence my repetitive nature when it comes to the phone lines. All right, WhatsApp is 0913-6000-430. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I
need to be sure, is this from you? Sound very low. Do you mind speaking?
Okay, Ebenezer speaking from Shimoni.
All right, welcome.
Sometimes let me just make it brief because of 1 minute. The issue of Mr. President, sometimes I just sit down and look and say, Asiwaju, His Excellency, is this same Asiwaju I know in Lagos State? I don't know what is happening. That if anybody that gets there, they just change automatically. He don't listen to people, and he call it democracy. People are complaining. The high cost of food stuff we have in the market is not because food is not available. It's because of the increase of the hike in price of fuel. Somebody that is bringing goods from the north with 200,000 naira of onions with a truck. Now is coming to the same goods, the same number of goods with 1 million naira a truck. Why would that be inflation? Secondly, the issue of the hospital. I took someone to the general hospital to get a card. It took us about 3 hours. So see the doctors, it took us about 3 hours. We left the hospital around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What is happening to this country? What's happening to our leaders? May God help us.
Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Let me read that message of Chris and William that I was trying to get to before I lost the message. Hold on a second. Okay. Please forgive me, alright? I need to read that message out because for some reason I was unable. Okay, I found it. Good morning, Sejan Fuad. I want Tinubu to tackle the monumental corruption, incompetence, and the capacity deficit that is inherent in this government. As I write this, the cost of foodstuff, the cost of medication, transportation, and the general cost of living is still rising. When will Tinubu stop this and give Nigerians good governance? When will he cut the cost of governance? When will he tackle food insecurity and make Nigerians happy? And then we had Ʌᴏᴜ Theopolis who said, good morning, Sage. My take is on the telecom tariff hike. NLC has no choice than to accept the increase because of the consequences of the subsidy removal that they allowed. John Bernard he says, good morning, Sage and Mr. Fuad. My open mic is about the Minister of Power going to spend 8 billion naira on sensitizing people to pay their bills. This is the highest form of corruption. Is he encouraging estimated billing to continue? Is the president not seeing all of this? The truth is that this government cannot fight corruption, and they will not achieve anything until their tenure is over. All right, John, there with very strong sentiment. Adekunle Adewomi, who says, good morning, Sage. Can someone tell the station when and how to increase okay. Let NLC. Okay. You can someone tell the station when and how to increase advert rate? Let the NLC take it easy. Okay, you're saying that an organization should not tell a private body when and how to increase their rates. Got you. All right. Keep the messages coming in on Facebook. You can join the live stream on Facebook and on YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. Send your messages. I'll be sure to read them. If you'd like to send a WhatsApp or a text message, you can do so via the number 0913-6000430, or you could just call directly, have a conversation with me. 0913-6000410. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, Sage.
Good morning to you.
This is Adrian from Songo.
Nice to have you.
It's obvious now that the president is not the reality of what Nigerians are facing. And it's like he's the only one that understands his policies now. He's not working and he's not listening. I want to go back to what former president, the former first lady, Patience Jonathan, Ruben Abati also buttressed that there is something in that Aso Rock that made people to be caught totally away from people. There's a kind of a demon in the Aso Rock that made believers there just not to listen. The pain is excruciating. There's a time whereby say we get to a point where there should be a struggle, and it's not coming. It's not coming any. People are dying. Parents can no longer feed their children adequately. Things are so expensive. We are being hurt on all fronts, from energy to food, now to telecommunication. Who is going to come to our rescue now?
Thank you so
it's
much.
like he's so dedicated in his policy that he's the only one who moves.
Thank you so very much. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for calling. We have quite a number of WhatsApp messages here, but I want to take at least 2 to 3 more phone calls before I start to read the messages again. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning. Thank you very much. I thank you and Fuad for the good job which you are doing.
Thank you for calling.
Abdullah Gani is my name. I'm calling from Ojogibega.
Yes.
What I want to say this morning is about government. When people are outside government, they criticize government. People that are wishing to be there. Whenever they got that opportunity, what they have been talking about when they are outside the government, they forgot and they continue to do another thing. Upon the complaint that we have been complaining, people have been complaining on this radio and many radios. We have many radio stations now in Nigeria. People have been complaining every day. The government says they don't hear it. It seems there's something that baffles me. Whenever people have been voted for, they reach that Abuja. Something is there that turn their sense of reasoning.
Thank you.
They turn the sense of reasoning to do the right thing to the masses.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mr. talking.
Sir, I can hear myself in the background. Do you mind? Please.
This is Mr. Please. Look, you people are just talking anyhow.
Sir, do you mind turning down the volume on your radio so we can understand you? We can't hear you at the same time. Please.
You don't talk to Nigeria.
Hello, good morning. Alright, please call back if that was you. When you call, turn down the volume on your radio. You cannot speak, hear yourself at the same time. We will not be able to really enjoy the analysis that you're given to us. So please turn down the volume on your radio or turn it off. It's very temporary. After your minute of submission, you go back to listening. Please. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Please, my name is Ifai. I'm calling you from Ipaja.
Welcome.
The major problem Nigerians are facing is that there is no major opposition party in Nigeria, functional opposition party. That is number one. You know that I stay at Ipaja in Ayobo area. We are using Band A here. If you come to the area now, there is no single house that has their light on. Even the freezers are not on. Me and my landlord will recharge 2,000 naira every night. And that 2,000 naira can only take us from 8 o'clock to 6 a.m. Sometimes 5 or 4 a.m. Depending on if we iron clothes. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
That is the situation we face every day. And I'm a transporter. When you go out there, a lot of people have been sacked. Some left their job because of transportation cost. They cannot be somebody that is receiving 150,000 a month and is spending 60 or 70,000 naira on transportation. And the person will recharge like maybe 30,000 naira or 20,000 naira in a month without feeding. The person has spent maybe 80,000 naira or 90,000. How do you expect that person to continue with a job of 150,000 naira in a month?
Thank you.
So, but Tinubu is not aware and he's not ready to face all these issues.
Thank you very much.
He's busy sharing 1.4 trillion naira.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. Let's do WhatsApp for a bit. We have Good Morning Mainland Radio. My contribution this morning is on the by-elections that INEC has now cried out for, with lack of budgeting and allocations and attenuated circumstances. The Supreme Court has ruled that the votes gathered during any election belongs to the party who have won the election. The party should then be allowed to nominate a replacement in case of any incapacity. By this, there won't be problem of unbudgeted allocations for conducting any by-election. Finally, advised the telecoms providers to move on. They should ignore the double standard of the government and market forces and accept 50% increase. On bargaining, you don't get everything. You win some, you lose some. Alaji Remi Olisa from Palm Avenue, Mushin. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, sir. Yes.
Mr. Anthony speaking from Solo.
Welcome.
Sorry, I'm a sound always looking negative from people's popular view. When I mean popular view, this lamentation about the removal of fuel subsidy. During a Buhari time, when it was for 4 years, I noticed he was borrowing money to fund the budget every now and then. And if I also fall back to Jonathan time, when he didn't have the courageous enough, just because for a small gathering, he say he changed his mind about removing subsidy. I want to believe that that monster has always been there. And even there's normal handing over for presidency. It's a duration. You can't just, it would take Buhari and this thing, giving handover. It could have handed over this program to Tinubu. The announcement he made on May 27 was just formality. They have, during the period of handing over, they could have communicated effectively. And Buhari said, go and commission Dangote that was not ready.
Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Serge.
Yes, good morning, sir.
This is Gibbs. I'm calling from Nukman this morning. Open mic. I think me and Peter Mosa need to do a meeting on how to combat IKEDC. I don't know if it's IKEDC that handles, because they want this, like, they're after my likes. That's just the basic truth. Yeah, but believe me, prepaid meter is ready. I can't collect the prepaid meter, and it's not funny. Then, secondly, Sage, I've noticed incident of unverified checkpoints in K2 bus stop. The police people come to the express. I'm talking about the express. So they come to the express early in the morning, stay there and start stopping vehicles in the middle of the road. Thereby causing traffic all the way down to my 12. I also experienced the same thing when I'm going home in the evening. The police people around the Nukman, they come to the expressway too, trying to stop vehicles. I don't understand. So then, let me quickly, this subsidy thing that this last caller talked about, it should be informed that Buhari made provision for payment of subsidy to the end of June. Why did the president make the announcement on May 29th? Why didn't he wait in the end of June before making the statement? Have a great day, my sister.
You have a better day. Thank you very much for your insight. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Madam Sage. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yes, ma'am. My greeting goes to Agafat.
Yes.
So my take is on this our government. It's mine. People are lamenting. If you see these people, they keep on telling us they made trillions out of their subsidy removal, but nothing to show for it. That is to tell you they don't have anything to offer to masses. They pity that some people are still following them, and they are our problem. Those people supporting them, I mean, not these politicians. They don't have anything to offer. So it's the right time that everybody just decide how their life will be. So if you are still expecting something from this man, nothing. Is how they will still continue 2027. That is their priority now.
Thank you.
So good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Mmiejsce. I'm calling from Lɪਧᴇ.
All right.
My take this morning would be on the 50% increment on all telecommunications. The truth of the matter is, let's just call it spade a spade. Every business, the major assignment of every business is to make profit. And I love what Mr. Fuad said this morning. As a matter of fact, may God bless him. He actually said my mind. Because we can't actually say you want to actually regulate the pricing for one particular sector and whereby you leave the others. Because let's be truthful here. They also make expenses in a country where there is no light, in a country where there are other challenges. So you don't have to. As a matter of fact, I was even expecting 100% increment. Because if we were to go by it, mention all the government agencies, there's 100% increment for everything. So that's they couldn't just come and say, yes, we are still going to be the one to suffer it. But the truth of the matter is, every businessman wants to make profit.
Thank you.
That is the truth.
Thank you.
God bless Nigeria. You have a nice day.
You have a better one. Thank you so very much. Let's read WhatsApp messages. Good morning, Mainland Radio. Okay, I read this already. I read it on Facebook. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. More power to the morning crew. Oh, thank you. This is Eugene Oxlade. My focus is on the tariff hike. Sage, we're talking about the remaining companies that are still struggling with the harsh economic condition that this government has put the country into. I know of a particular telecom mast that runs on diesel 24/7. The NLC should take a back seat as far as I'm concerned. Where were they when the president said subsidy was gone and they could have used that opportunity to make a stand? They're not serious. All right, thank you very much, Oxlade. Good morning, Mainland FM. Ifeanyi from Asheshe. My open mic is on corruption associated with the continued cash transfers to the poor. The same process in the past has proven that the money ends up in the pockets of these individuals, on bandits and kidnappers. Until they are declared terrorists and capital punishment is imposed, we will continue to move around in cycles. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi Circles rather. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi. We have good morning, Sage. The NLC is no longer a labor movement that can influence government policies or programs. They've been cut to sizes and now they're a shadow of themselves. I don't take them seriously. Let Nigerians cry to God and not the NLC. I'm very happy with your station with the reform of 1 minute for a caller. Keep it up. Noah from Igondo, thank you very much. Just to allow for more calls. It's really a shame that we have people who are truncating election process and democracy in Nigeria, calling to congratulate the US and the president over a successful election. My prayer to Trump is that he should extend some of his bans to this class of people in Nigeria. Oh, you mean bans, right? I guess that's what you mean. Let there be a total ban on health and leisure tourism on the political class in Nigeria to the US. He should carry the same campaign against this class of Nigerians to other Western powers if he loves Nigeria. Steve from Janiki, thank you very much. We have top of the morning to you, Sage and Fuad. On terrorism, terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, killer headsmen, and sponsorship of same in Nigeria and other related criminal elements that are disturbing the peace of Nigeria should face outright capital punishment like public execution to deter this over 1 decade and spreading hydra-headed menace once and for all. The deceitful narrative of repentant terrorists or bandits must stop now before it's too late. On pedophilia and child molestation in any guise, child marriage and the resultant abuse under the guise of religion, trust, or any deception must be clamped down with capital punishment meted out without delay. On the health sector, medical tourism by politicians and the people in government should be discouraged, and that is a lack of patriotism in all sense of it. Even Yemi Osinbajo, the former VP, patronized Lassos for his surgical operation. That is patriotism. On restructuring, President Tinubu must ensure Nigeria is restructured now before it's too late, as later may be too late, for the purpose of the present and the posterity. Security and drastic punishment. Death sentence and public execution must be awarded to those treasonable criminals that are killing innocent people in Nigeria. Terrorist rep in government must be fished out, prosecuted, sentenced, and punished accordingly. On unreported genocide in the Middle Belt by jihadists against Christian indigenous people, that must be tackled strongly, head-on, and immediately. Restructure Nigeria now or the future is bleak for the country. Thank you. Leke from Alimosho with a WhatsApp message. Thank you very much. I'm still reading. Ima from Ikwaja says, on Mr. Oyedele's contribution on the problem around the exchange rate of the dollar against the naira, these are my layman suggestions to make the naira stronger. Number 1, scrap the bureau de change operators. Stop the commercial banks from selling foreign currencies for any reason. Foreign exchange units should be open at all CBN offices all over the country, and foreign currency should be sold under strict condition. For school fees and medical tourism payments, it should be made directly to the school or to the hospital. Industries will be able to access foreign exchange for industrial production, and this may translate to more jobs for Nigerians. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, Babala.
Thank you.
Yes.
Alhaji Suba.
Welcome.
Yeah. First of all, on the issue of telecom. Well, to me, I don't see any justification for telecom to increase their rates. The reason is this. They are dealing with air system. And what matters for them is to increase their antenna, like what MTN did, in every part of the state. So, and I remember in the past, issue with tell what MTN did to Nigerians, where they put us in minute per minute before Glo came, and then liberate us from them.
So you said this yesterday as well. I just want to know, what aspects particularly, on what basis really do you think telcos? Let's leave brands alone, if you don't mind, please. Why exactly do you think that they should not increase the tariffs? On what basis specifically? That's what I would like you to talk about, sir.
Well, what I'm saying is, tell me the kind of technology they are using. They are using air system for the benefit of their system. So what they need to do is we are paying. And remember, Babalola, these people declare profit. So if you are declaring profit, it means that you are progressing. So why do you have to ask the customer to pay more? So let's ask ourselves. You are declaring profit. So that's where I'm going. On the issue of Nigeria
to is 1 minute. I gave you extra time because I had interrupted you. That's why I gave you a little bit more time. All right, thank you. Let's please leave brands. Let's not name drop brands. Let's just, if you've chosen a matter, please, stick to it. Let's not name drop brands or anything. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Bume calling from Command.
Welcome.
Let me first say this quickly. Please watch most of the adverts that we put out on one of the noise and updated adverts. So please check all other ones. That's as far. The no advert.
Okay, what's wrong with it?
Yes, it's another updated one. He said the offer valid from June to December, and we are already in January. So please, you can check up another ones too. Right. Some of the information there are somehow outdated. Okay. Thank you. That's for that. Please, on the telcos and other things, NLC is just a blabbing organization. They should just keep quiet. Why? What were they expecting? What was the president expecting when he was increasing everything? Fine, Buhari made a provision that okay, they must remove subsidies. When you come, your thinking faculty should be put in place that if by increasing, every other thing will skyrocket. And that is we are just giving the outcome of all those things. So nobody should question anybody for increasing anything now. They should put the blame on the person that increased the foundation itself. The foundation of all our economy in this nation is set on the power and petroleum. And the two major factors is already high. So what is anybody expecting? God bless this nation.
Alright, thank you for your observation. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Robert.
Welcome.
I think it would be very stupid of me, I don't know of any other person to blame the telcos for the increment. Instead, I would rather blame the government for killing Nigerians with taxes. Look at the way they just increase everything, put taxes, even there's no conducive environment to do business. So I don't say it's an opportunity for them to exploit us, but you run business from morning till night without power. If at all you are able to use power, how much are you going to pay for power to run the system? That's the point. Instead of you to blame the government. That's the simple truth. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Lucky from Fᴜᴜᴜ.
Welcome.
See, people should try to be educating people. Somebody called, he's talking about this telecom. Do you know how much are they spending on diesel? Do you know how much are they spending on cars? Do you know how much are they spending on buying fuel? It's not just to make call. To make call is not really. Their generator run 24 hours diesel. So if somebody say they are declaring profit, NFP said not declaring profit. When the president enter government there, one of was a fuel 117 naira per liter. Today we are talking of almost a 1,000 per liter, and allow that this network they increase their this in last 2013. Who does that? I beg me they go park Jerry.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you for your insight. Let me pause a bit on call so I can read messages. They're piling up. We have Wale Oguntokun from GRE Ikeja who says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. I think it is sometimes a waste of energy to fight for the masses, who are always sympathetic to the government officials that are oppressing them. How do we explain the jubilation for the release from prison of someone that was convicted of organ harvesting, or those politicians convicted of stealing the people's fund? On the increase of the telecom tariff, Nigerians should come to the reality of free market pricing and talk less on the phones and reduce their data usage by cutting off irrelevances so as to spend less in that regard. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much, Wale, for your message. We have good morning, Mainland FM. I'm so worried that even up until this moment, nothing has been done to reform our Electoral Act, which gave us the characters that we have in places of authority. I mean, what we're doing the same thing and we're expecting different results. The characters that can lie and see it as no big deal. There's no modicum of moral integrity. What a country. James from Magbado Junction. We have here, good morning, Sage and Fuad. The government says it has prosecuted 100 terror sponsors. Now, is it part of the list from the UAE? And what are their names and aids in naira or dollars? Who are they fooling? Definitely not me. Goodluck Jonathan was unseated for insecurity and Mr. President criticized him to the high heavens. But he has done worse. Farmers cannot even go to their farms anymore. Why will cost of onions not go up? Chike from Akute. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. My open mic today is on economic situation in Nigeria. The federal government should tell themselves the bitter truth and stop the insecurity that is affecting every aspect of our economy. The farmers can no longer go to their farm. There's hunger in the land. God bless Nigeria. Prince Samuel Orji from Ajigunle Apapa, Lagos. Thank you. We have good morning, Mainland FM. I'm Don Peters from the city of Osaka, Japan. My open mic today will tell you what I've been experiencing here in Japan. I have listened to their local news, international news from their station. Nobody talks about politics. Nobody talks about ethnicity. Nobody talks about religion. The Japanese people are talking about innovations and development, visionary about their country and the entire world. They're talking about where their country will be in the next 300 years to go, and they are working on it. They're laying the foundation for this. They're preparing. In Nigeria, all we do is talk about politics, January to December. Only politics and nothing more. It's quite unfortunate, and it's worse under this APC government. I'm Don Peters from Osaka, Japan. Alright, thank you very much, Don Peters from Osaka, Japan. Good morning, Sage. My open mic is on insecurity in the southeast. I think the media has not really helped in that regard. What is really happening in that region? Because most of the inhumane actions are not being reported. You did not report what the military is doing there. Nobody is hearing from the other side. Just assume and conclude what the other side is putting out there is true. Alright, Onweboise from Agric. Thank you for your contribution. You don't need to tell us to read it, we'll read it. Good morning, Sage. The policies of the government is not working as affirmed to the IMF, yet they are not changing their ways. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says he would not allow price control, and this is giving lifelines to so many goods and services and telcos. They cannot be an exception to this. High exchange rate, high cost of energy, insecurity, these are the main problems of the economy. Instead, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is busy amassing funds, irrespective of if the people are surviving or not. Wale from Bagada. Thank you, Wale. We have good morning. My open mic is, if the NLC wants Nigeria to boycott telecoms because of the tariff hike, then where is the alternative that Nigerians can use? NLC should tackle the root cause of this problem, which is the government economic policies. The price of petroleum product power tariff have also made the cost of running businesses very expensive. However, the telecom should try and improve on their service. That is what will make the customers heave a sigh of relief on the high cost of their services. Emeka Moses from Lagos. We have good morning, saying the truth of the matter is that supposing every company increases their product prices by 50%, can we stand it? Prices of goods and services make up or their markup should not exceed 5% no matter what. Else, you can't withstand the resultant inflation. Supposing the Minister of Industry comes out and says the manufacturing sector can increase their price by 50%, we should be aware that services like telcos are the live wire of the economy, just like PMS. A message from Joshua. Good morning, Sage. American president should please bring total ban on all Nigerian politicians and not the common man. And for NLC, they have nothing to offer the masses. They're not happy hold on a second. Are they not happy that their salaries were increased? And those companies, how are they going to get theirs increased? For network, it is now left for individuals to reduce their subscription. How much do they run on fuel? they should increase it to 100%. Friday from away. All right, thank you very much, Friday. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Shola.
Welcome.
And I'm calling from Tony Street to tell you this morning.
Yes.
Yes, quick one, Sage, renewed hope. Now, the problem of this country is the people itself. The people, we the people. There are three kinds of people in Nigeria. Number one, those of reprobate mind. The second ones are those that have conscience but are passive, they keep quiet. The third ones are those that have conscience and speak out, very few. Now, it's very obvious that those of reprobate mind who are sentimental in all their doings are more. You understand? Or that's what I think. Because those that have conscience that are passive, you know, they might be more. But this is what determines the kind of leadership we get, which goes to the point that says that the people deserve the government that they have. So the bottom line is that all the sentiments, see where it has brought us. And we have just started. I think our mumu never do. Until the mumu will do, nobody will tell anybody. The people themselves will take power by themselves. That is just what I have to say. God bless me, Lord. God bless.
God bless you too. Thank you very much for calling. If you'd like to call, now is the time to do so. We're approaching the end of this particular segment. So if you'd like to call, please call 091360000410. You're listening to Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. Open Mic Thursday. You have 1 minute to talk to us about anything you think is worthy of note. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Hello.
I'm with you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, you see, when I listen to all these people, I'm just laughing. Look, Nigeria is very, very large. And it's not as large as America. Even if you bring Trump, bring Barack Obama, then Joe Biden, Nigeria will still be Nigeria. We are the problems of ourselves. So it's not to go around and do everything. So, you are just blaming this man. So, this Donald Trump that you are talking about, before, when you Trump can carry out whatever we say. But in this country, they have to buy their way.
Hold on, your connection is we cannot really hear you. Do you mind calling back? Do you want to call back?
Let me tell you one thing. We Nigerians need to change our mindset.
I'm giving you an opportunity to call back because we cannot really hear you. So like call back, you would have a minute to call back, find a better connection and call back. That's what I'm saying. We can't really hear you. Okay. Let's take other phone calls. There's still at least 5 minutes for you to do that. So please call back. You would have your 1 minute because we didn't hear anything you said. Your connection is poor. Let's take another phone call. Hello. Hello. Okay. Call back as well. Hello.
Good morning, Sage.
Yes, good morning, sir.
My name is Ajibola. I'm calling from Nicola.
Welcome.
Somebody said we can't increase something 50% and because it will cost some. Please, how much are we buying Indomie before? How many percent increments is that? We should be virtual. How much are we buying Pepsi before? And we should be factual about saying things, not just say things anyhow. What are we expecting when the president increased the fuel price? It is consequential adjustment that is happening everywhere. Okay, so the telecoms will now come to the extent of saying, okay, they can't do business in Nigeria again. MTN move back to their place, and Telas move back to their place. All of them abandon Nigeria, leaving me alone. Even on all the bank sectors too. If you affect the banking sectors, if all of them move out of this country, you know how many countries that have moved out of this country? How many companies that have moved out of this country because of the ash economy? They should also move out of the country because of the ash economy. We should be reasonable on what you are saying.
Thank you.
And we should stop doing all these things. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Babalala.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Bayo from Agege.
All right.
Yeah, you see, the problem we have with this country is that it is the mediocres that determine the future of the country.
Sir, please, the volume on your radio, please.
Let me move away from. Because we allow the mediocres to take over the voting system. They are the one that votes on the voting day.
most of the people that shout on the radio, most of them just sit inside, claiming that they are allies. You understand? It is the thugs and the mediocre market women who doesn't know their right from their wrong that goes and stay under the sun after being given a cup of rice that vote for us. That is so we have to change this narrative. Everybody has to come out to exercise their vote. If you are saying that I won't come out, that day, they won't see anybody. Even they see 10 people, they will count it. Is it?
So yeah, people are still supporting the removal of subsidy. I want to let them know that in developed countries, government subsidize a lot of things for citizens. You understand? Only that we allow ourselves to be hoodwinked by the political class in Nigeria that made us believe that subsidy is a crime. It's not a crime. In developed countries, they subsidize power, they subsidize transportation, food, and the rest of them. You don't suffer us because of people are eating this money of subsidy and not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You punish them. But people are now making it look like it's a crime. It's not a crime. We are being scammed by this government. Subsidy is very, very important in the country that is even developing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. I will take one more phone call before we start to wrap things up with messages on Facebook. So one last caller, 09136 410. Whilst we await that, let's just read the message here on WhatsApp that just dropped. Good morning. There is no demon in Aso Rock. Take the CDA chairman as examples. It's always easier said than done. If only we can set it straight from the local government and work directly with the CDA using their autonomy for the benefit of the citizens through mechanized farming, good local roads, education, and primary health care. All right, thank you very much for your message. This is Adekunle Adewumi on WhatsApp. Our last call for the day. Hello. Hello. All right, let's read messages from Facebook. First, Osologun says, my open mic, Nigerians in all the responsible positions should earnestly, passionately, legally, and forcefully demand for electoral reforms, and it cannot be scoffed by any form of judicial, INEC, and executive rascality. If this is not done, we will continue to have leaders who are not concerned about our plight, and I will conclude that we are all in a banana republic. Labour should hold their peace. They should not display any form of bad behavior, let me use that word, with the telecom price hike. Where were they when petrol was taken from 195 naira to 1,000 naira? Aqua Building should please fix Ijoko Agbado Road immediately. It's been abandoned for 14 years. Thank you very much. We have Lukman Oladipupo who says, greetings from Dakar, Senegal. To be honest with you, the telcos have every right to increase the tariff, but 50% is what I don't agree with. 20% is okay for now because Nigerians are going through a lot. When Adelabu kept increasing the price of electricity, what did Nigerians do other than to move on? Now they buy transformer, buy poles, buy wire. Now still they pay for engineers to install. But the telcos provide antennas and all other things that gives us network. All right, thank you very much. We have Godwin on Facebook who says, good morning, Sage. My own take is that anytime I use dollar, they normally take 6 naira 70 kobo on my account. I don't know, but they said it's the service provider that does that, and I don't know what it's for. Okay, thank you very much for that. We have Muhammad Ali who says, Sage and Mr. Fuad, my junior brother left Saudi Arabia after the end of his study. He went back after 18 years for pilgrimage, bought same price of bread that was bought during his study time when he came back to Nigeria. But here in Nigeria, every day is an increment. All right, thank you very much. We have here Christopher F. Young who says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. God bless you guys. For the striking doctors in the FCT, it's a general problem that has affected the whole 36 states of the Federation and the FCT, both hospitals and doctors. If President Tinubu means well and love Nigerians, he should sign or issue a presidential directive that says that known public office holders should go for medical treatment in Nigeria. Please, I'm asking this question. Why is President Tinubu absent from Trump's inauguration? Is it because he's tired, or that he has... Because that will be the right place for more election campaign and to showcase his good policies to yield good fruits. God bless Nigeria, and may he give us good leaders. Amen. Okay, thank you very much. We have Patrick Obiazo who says, it is baffling that even the politicians and the government, including members of the National Assembly, are not concerned about electoral reform. They are busy adopting old national anthem and brick baiting and tax reform bills. This is a country where the court with a maximum of 7 judges sit to determine who has won and lost an election, rendering the work of INEC irrelevant. Yet, we're supposed to be practicing some kind of democracy in Nigeria. Alright, thank you very much. for your message. We'll begin to round off conversations now. Thank you so very much for your contribution. We appreciate you. Please don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. It's very, very important because we drop informations on there. We also occasionally have X Spaces. This is where we have conversations using the platform X, formerly known as Twitter. We have conversations, we talk about things more like an extension of all the programs that we have on here. We have a demographic that typically uses the X space, and they have a lot of things to say, and so we want to tap into that and also join, you know, that a group of people that are speaking to national issues using social media, particularly the X platform. So if you'd like to be a part of that, we will of course make announcements moving forward. If you're following us on social media, you would always see the announcement of when we want to have these talks on the X platform to talk about national issues. You can also follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you're immediately notified when we go live or when we upload new content. Coming up next at 10:15 is Creative Nigeria, so do well to join the program. We've done news analysis. Let's also analyze all the many beautiful things that Nigeria has to offer and all the great talents that have come out of Nigeria and in one way are making the country proud. So do well to join Creative Nigeria. Watch Nigeria tap into the creative space and how we can harness all the amazing gifts that nature has given to us. 10:15 Creative Nigeria. At 12 noon, of course, I'll be here to read you the full bulletin, and then the Launch Cafe crew will take over conversation. That's all we have for you this morning for Mainland Focus. I am Sage Babalola. This is Mainland 98.3 FM, and again, the Morning Express continues. Enjoy Creative Nigeria at 10:15 a.m.